Hey everyone, welcome back and welcome to another reading, Aquarius. So, this is going to be your reading for March. Thanks for your patience, guys. And also, thanks for all the love and support that you've been showing the channel. I've been seeing that a lot of the views are from returning viewers. I appreciate you. Go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already done so. All right, Aquarius. All right, overall energy for what's left of March here, as well as April. Page of Wands. So there's a fire sign. There's a fire sign, Aquarius, who is close to you, is not really close to you. On the surface, it may look that way, but below the surface, there are a lot of problems. There are a lot of issues, a lot of unfinished business, a lot of unspoken words, unspoken truths. The Page of Wands, I almost said the Page of Swords. The Page of Wands is about the acknowledgement of those and the ensuing action. What to do? I think that you have made up your mind. You have made up your mind about some situation with some fire sign, or you've made up your mind about what you're going to do. If you're not that firm on it, you know, I do see that happening for you this month in what's left of March. I think that there's a path that lies before you, and there's one that leads to the past. There's one that leads to the way that you guys have always done things, the way you guys have always seen things and approached them. And that other path is a departure. On that path, there is transparency. On that path, there is change. There is evolution. I just think that there's something in your life, Aquarius, that you are never going back to. There's something that you never want to experience again, I just don't see you allowing it to continue. I don't see you allowing it to persist. It can't. So this is the energy of someone who's moving forward. Yep. Taking responsibility and taking control of their life. Your career is about to take off, that's for sure. But I see these rewards only on one of those two paths. It's not on both of them. So you have to resist the urge to relive the past. You have to resist the urge to go snooping, go digging up the past. It's about the new. It's about the juicy stuff that is in those feelings that you guys have locked away for a very long time, those feelings that you guys have been trying to numb. It's about those gems, those jewels, those things that can be learned from what you've been turning a blind eye to, or from what those people around you have been allowing you to ignore. It could be a water sign, perhaps a Cancer, that has been enabling you. Yeah. issues surrounding codependency, and issues accepting the isness of something, issues accepting the imbalances for what they are. It's important for you guys to know that you have the ability to choose how you heal. Making that choice between paths doesn't have to be a life or death decision if you don't want it to be. Okay. All right, Aquarius, we are going to talk about these one more time. Just 1 second, okay? Hey, guys. All right, let's go ahead and talk about these one more time, and I hope that the road work outside is not too loud or that it's not too audible. All right. So, Aquarius, you want to do something about the way that you feel. You want to do something about the hurt. You want to do something about the pain. I think that there is some wound that has gone undressed. There's some. It's an open wound, and I think that you want to do something about that healing, and therein lies the choice. As I said, you get to choose how you heal. You can get over it and you can heal by blaming other people or trying to find the fault in someone else. It is much harder to turn the lens and turn the microscope on yourself, especially if you're surrounded by people who are easy targets. And entitlement. I don't know if you guys heard that, but I think that was an omen. Yeah, guys, it's easy to pick out and blame the easy targets, especially if they are willing to accept defeat and to accept your argument as fact every single time. It kind of creates this situation where your version of the truth is always the right one, regardless of whether or not it actually is. You know, they say there's what, 3 sides to every story: your side and my side and the truth. And this is not me saying that you are arrogant, you know, by any stretch, or that you are ignorant. It's just that codependency and codependent relationships can be kind of like a whirlpool, and it can catch you off guard, but it just sucks you into the deepness and into the darkness of it, that it blinds you from a lot of the things that would really, it blinds you from some really important information that would alter the way that we react or respond to something. Truths and acceptance that is the death to the ego. And I'm not saying that you should look at the circles that you're moving in and, you know, crop those circles. I'm just saying that We have to let go of the fixation, of this fixation on, or this need to be right, especially when we're not. You want to do something with that pain, and I think that you can channel it into your creative pursuits, or you can channel it into the spiritual path and spiritual growth and evolution. That looks like assigning less blame and turning that lens on ourselves, handling that pain in a healthier way, in a healthier fashion. Your cards are very similar, shockingly so, to the Leo read, as well as to the Capricorn one. So I think that there's this, people need to be real with you. I think that's all that you really want. You just want people to keep it a stack with you, but if you're not getting that, I feel like you go looking for that realness, like you go looking for that truth. And that whole act of going looking for it or trying to prove the point, trying to make your case, it can sometimes end in a tailspin, or it can sometimes end in you guys just being kind of intense. A lot of your energy, I think that you can spare some of what you have been spending externally. You could spare some of that energy on yourself. Coming back to present, finding your breath again, and making sure that your compass is not out of whack. The cool thing is that we're all being sucked into that into that Pisces abyss together. So you're not the only one that's going through this, and I think that sometimes it gets scary for you guys because you feel like you are. Especially when you mean well, and especially when your intentions are pure, but just things don't always pan out the way that you expect them to. At the end of the day, we're all, and I'm speaking to the light workers, we're all a bundle of flaws and emotions that are held together with good intentions, and you, Aquarius, more so than anyone else. And I think that it's really hard for you guys. You make friends and you make connections easily, but I think that finding someone who understands you, who gets you, is rare. And when you find someone who is willing to keep it real with you and be honest with you about the way that they think and feel, if it's something that you're not expecting to hear or something that you don't see coming, it can kind of catch you off guard and maybe make you a bit defensive, or just confuse you because you thought that it was this way and you believed in the way that you thought without a shadow of a doubt. You may put a lot of time and effort, made a lot of moves around the way that you thought and felt, and the universe is just like, think again, because you don't have the full picture. So around this time, it's about getting that full picture. And it's about what you do. It's about how you're going to respond. And the difference between responding and reacting. I think that you need to distance yourself from, there's something that needs to be let go. Stop chasing it, stop trying to revive it. I feel like you keep trying to resuscitate it in an effort to analyze it, but it just ends up hurting you. And I want you guys to know, like, nobody owes anyone anything. You don't owe anyone anything. You don't owe anyone any explanations. And the opposite is true. No one owes you anything either. So when the truth gets delivered to you, Aquarius, in any situation, my advice to you, don't fumble it. Look at it for what it is. You know, don't rip your hair out over it and switch around your whole life because of it. Don't let it impact your actions too much. Just recognize it for what it is. Take accountability for what you are responsible for. Only what you are responsible for. And that can be enough. You don't have to... We don't need any vigilantes right now. We don't need you guys running around making sure that everyone takes responsibility for theirs, for their share. Especially if it's old news. All right, we're gonna go ahead and continue this in the extended, which if you guys would like to see that, the link will be in the description box. We're using Patreon. The awesome thing about Patreon is you will get access to not only this extended, but the extended for all of the other signs for Pisces season and all extendeds for the foreseeable future. It's been your reading, Aquarius. Thank you. I'll see you next time. Bye.